The difference between job and assignment tabs on the remote.
Okay. Two different workflows. Depends whether people work via the visual scheduler for scheduling jobs, or whether they just create a bunch of jobs to be done sometime in the next week or month, and they get around to them whenever they get around to them. Okay? So the first assignment tab is jobs selection based on the assignment module, assignments. So if you have a job without an assignment, it won't appear in that assignment list. It's only if the job is assigned to Gary, then it would appear in Gary's assignment list. And he can look at what's scheduled for him to do today or next week or whatever based on the filters at the top. On the other hand, there are some companies, specifically when we're talking a lot to do with preventative maintenance, whereby they're given 200 pieces of equipment to service sometime in the next month, sometime in March. And so they go on the job list as a job assigned to Gary, but there's no specific date and time to do it. And then they'll just go and grab a job whenever they get around to it and then go and do that particular job. So it's a different query here. So now the reason we have a different one is the assignment one is based on the assignment employee ID. The job list is based on the job employee ID. So with the assignment one, two different people can be assigned to do the same job. So Mark and Gary will both see that job in their assignment list. However, on the job list, only Gary will see that job, not Mark, because that job is assigned to Gary without an assignment. It's given to Gary through the employee ID. So it's a workflow difference between the two.
Are you able to show it to us?
Open up a job, please. Let's go. We're going to create two jobs, two separate jobs. Let's go and create a brand new job. I don't care who it's for. I don't care what it is. Go to job login, okay, and we're going to assign this job to Gary. Okay, we're going to assign the job to Gary.
Yeah.
Up one, that's it. Give it to Gary. Cool, and don't give it a time because we don't know when it's going to be done. So get rid of the start time for me, which is in the middle of the screen. Backspace over. We'll leave it at 1st of March, which is fine, and go and save that job. Now, this job will appear in Gary's job list because it has an employee ID of Gary. Okay? But it will not appear in the assignment list because there's no assignment for Gary. Okay? So this is a very good job to say, go and service all this equipment sometime in March, but I don't really care when you turn up. Turn up whenever you've got a gap in your schedule. It doesn't have time, doesn't have an assignment. It has a due date, correct. It doesn't have an assignment. So you will not see job 1043 in the assignment list, but you'll see it in the job list. We go create another new job. I don't care who it's for. Okay, so go into job logging. Let's give it to Gary again. Okay, and let's go and save this job. Okay, so now it's given it an assignment. See how the assignment's gone blue? Up the top, up. Tab.
Yeah, in the middle.
Tab at the top, tab at the top. Middle tab, that's one there. So there's an assignment there now for Gary.
Is that just because you had the time?
Yes, because I had the time. That's exactly correct. No time doesn't make the assignment. So now it will appear in the assignment list. Tell Gary that at 16:26 or whatever you said to start it, you've got to go there. So it'll be in the assignment list. And it will be in the job list as well because it's a job for Gary. But if you go back to job logging, just to emphasize the point, and change the employee on here to somebody else.
Do you want us to look at that? It should be in.
And you're saying only one of those is on the visual scheduler?
Well, the assignment list there is for jobs that have assignments. This may or may not be the data behind it. Is that the bottom one there?
1043.
Yes, this may not be the right data behind that TSM, right? So the assignment list here is specifically when you are told where and when you need to be. Whereas the job list is simply, this is where you need to be, but I don't care when you go.
Okay. 1044.
One's linked to the visual scheduler. The assignment tab is linked to the visual scheduler, whereas the job list is linked to the employee ID on the job.
Can you just pull up the visual scheduler, Mark? And you invoiced it.
Well, it's the fact that there's an assignment. Do we understand what assignments are?
Yes.
We can have multiple assignments on the job. Gary can go back today, tomorrow, the next day. That's 3 different assignments. So in his assignment list, he will see our same job 3 times because he has 3 different assignments. That's very important. Did you understand that?
Okay.
Shall I say that again?
Sure.
Gary, can you hear me?
Yep.
You can have 3 assignments on a job because you're going today, tomorrow, and the next day. So in the assignment list on your tablet, you will see 3 entries for the same job. Because the purpose of that list is to say, this is what I need to do today or tomorrow or the next day. These are all the diary entries that I have set up, all the schedules that I've got set up. That's what the assignment list is. It's not a job list. It's an assignment list with job information. The assignment list is a query on this, the assignments, not the jobs. Whereas the job list is a query on the jobs, not the assignments. So in the job list, you will never have the same job repeated more than once. But on the assignment list, you possibly could.